This is the new LG Dare available from Verizon Wireless. It's the latest touch device from LG and brings a lot of new things to the table. Quick a first spin around the hardware. You can see it has a generously sized screen. It happens to measure 3 inches across the diagonal. On the front we've got 3 little buttons here along the bottom edge. The send and end keys, as well as a speaker key and microphone key. On the left side of the phone we have the lock and unlock key, micro SD hatch, voice activation key, and the micro USB hatch. On the right side we have the camera button as well as the volume toggle. On the back, of course, is the Schneider Kreuznach lens, and you can see the flash for the 3.2 megapixel camera. On the top we see a 3.5mm headset jack right here that's protected by a little pin. So that's a spin around the hardware. You can see the basic screen here will unlock the phone. Now the Dare has haptic feedback. It's not localized, meaning it's not specific to the area you press. Rather, the whole screen, the whole device vibrates when you press. You can see we've got 5 little icons here along the bottom. They take us to the messaging menu, to the dial pad, to the main menu. The main menu, of course, can be viewed in several different ways, and you can actually move these icons around. We'll choose one and drag it and place it somewhere else. So you can see it's user configurable. You can put it however you want. And if you mess things up, you just hit the reset button and it puts everything back where it was to the start. You also have the contacts application here and a list of shortcuts. These are basically speed dials here. You can put in a bunch of speed dials to your different contacts. If you're wondering what this little thing here is, that would be the shortcut menu to a bunch of different features that the phone has. And of course this is user configurable. Hit the set button and it changes the screen slightly. And if you select one of the icons, you'll see it brings up a list of something to replace it with. So right now the calendar's there, and we can put any of these other applications there. So we just put the calculator there, so you can see now we have 2 calculators. Hit done, and your shortcut menu is now reconfigured. Going into the calling application, we can see here is a list of all of our recent calls. Pressing the button up here lets you sort them between misdialed and received. Pressing any call will bring up the information about that call, and here you can choose to call it or message it. If we go back though, you'll see this little phone icon here next to each number. Hit that and it initiates a call right away. So you can see during a call we have a number of different options. You can go back to the dial pad for entering conference numbers and things like that. You can also turn on the speakerphone, go to your messages, your contacts, and so on. So you have a standard set of options during a call, and of course there are a few more here from the main menu. The dial pad has a standard 12-key layout with some couple of extra buttons here. Of course, from the dial pad you can jump to your recent calls or your contacts. One neat feature is this pen thing here. This pen thing will let you draw in the numbers that you want. So we'll just dial a quick number. You can see it worked pretty well. It only messed up on the last number there. So once we've dialed the number with our finger, you can just go ahead and call. Of course, it's often a lot faster to just use the standard keypad. The messaging department is pretty good. Let's start a new text message. You can see here we have a screen that looks very much like you're typing a new email. What's nice is we've got these 3 little buttons here, so we can jump to our contacts, our favorites, or the keypad to put in a number. So we'll go to the keypad and we'll just send another text to information because we like spamming them, and we're done. And for text we touch here. Now you can choose to use standard triple tapping. You can set a word predictive method here. Show you how that works. So you can see that. Or you can choose to use the pen-based method or the finger-based method, which we used a few minutes ago. Or you can use the full sideways keyboard, which is right here. The My Music application has been slightly refreshed. You can see here we've got quick access to your entire library, the VCast store, or syncing it with your computer. We'll just go down to Artists, and we can see we've got a song from the Red Hot Chili Peppers here. So once it starts playing, you can see it'll show your album artwork here. You've got a mute button, which I happen to like, and you can set your repeat and shuffle settings. If you go into the options menu, of course you can change the way it sounds with different preset EQs. If you choose to go out and do other things, you can. So we'll hit the end key, and you can see we still have our little status bar showing us the music. Let's go into the main menu, fire up the browser. So we've got the browser here, which will auto-rotate depending on how you're using it, and the volume toggle lets you zoom in and out very easily, which is pretty cool. The browser is a full HTML browser and works very well. You can see controls similar to that of the LG Voyager here along the bottom. Going into the main menu, you can find all the different things you've got. You can change a lot of different things with the phone. We'll go to Phone Scoop, hit OK, and the phone will just take a few seconds to load Phone Scoop's page. And you can see this is the full HTML version of the site, and almost there, 90% done. We'll zoom out a little bit so we can see a little bit more of the website. So there's Phone Scoop for you. You can also set things to your favorites page. We'll add Phone Scoop because we think it's a pretty important site. So now that's been added to our favorites. You can also choose to type in URLs here. You can also use some of the other on-screen tools such as refresh, home page. You can use this to zoom in and out, though I find using the volume toggle to be more efficient. And the menu lets you do things like change the way the pages view on each page. Firing up the camera requires just a press of the camera button. You can see here we've got a nice big viewfinder. We'll put something out here to look at. Touching the screen, you can see some extensive controls for the phone. You can zoom in and out right here using your finger. You can also adjust the brightness. Go to all these different settings, which you can see control a vast number of different functions of the camera, including things like auto detection for faces and smart pick. Let's say we're done with that. You can also set autofocus to be on or off, set the timer to be different, or set the flash. You know, these are some quick access right there. And of course you can jump to your camera gallery. The gallery is pretty standard. Selecting any of the pictures will bring it up, and you can slide sideways to other pictures. And if you rotate the phone, it will fill the whole screen, and you can still slide around to look at your pictures. Hitting it again will bring up the menu so that you can choose to do some actions and do things like send it or set it, and so on. So that's the LG Dare. It has a lot of fun features that function well, and does some really great things. The 3.2 megapixel camera offers really good pictures, has a decent music player, and of course the phone application and other applications work well. So if you're looking for a robust touch device in the Verizon network, the Dare is certainly a good choice.